Alright, so you're doing a change out, getting a new one set in, and you hadn't got this far. You're just getting up to the old one, and you're going to cut the power off, and you raise the box up, turn it off, and which one of these breakers is for the downstairs unit? Well, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? So it said down at the top one, so I picked the top one, but I was wrong. The downstairs is actually the bottom one. So yeah, just take your time. Don't get shocked like I did. Alright guys. We are out on the Voyager again today. Got called out. It's getting a little cold down here in Mobile. It's just now January 4th, 5th. Just now starting to get a little chill in the air, probably about 50 degrees or so, and so they're wanting to turn on the heat a little bit. And so give you a little backstory on these. He's got 3 of them, one there, and then this one here. So on the middle one, our inducer fan motor internally went bad, and this transformer feeds the power to it, so our transformer burned up. And we replaced our transformer, but we didn't replace our motor yet, so we know we're going to have to do that in the middle one. And we disconnected the inducer motor on the last one and this one because they were running constantly, and and it wasn't getting the voltage from the board to tell it to come on. So that was another internal problem that the motors have, apparently. Train was telling me. So but that's not the big deal. We could probably get one of those. It's not a real big deal on this, but this is the big deal. Age, time, so I imagine the exchanger looks a little bit like that. So we're going to check it, make sure the heat exchanger is good, which I'm pretty sure it's bad. So let's do that. I got my detection equipment over there, but gotta get up on top of this dude first. Oh yeah. Let's get over there to it. We don't even need make sure I got my footing right. Okay, so here we are. This bottom one, there's a center tube, a large center tube. The large center tube comes to an end, and through this little part right here comes up to the top to these smaller tubes, and the smaller tubes come through, go down, come up, come down, come up again, and then go out. So but I can already see I don't really need to get down in there to the bottom section. Already on the top here, we can see our seams already opened up. So it looks like it's multiple. Got where's it at? Yeah, seam right there that's opened. I don't know if you guys can see that, but got another seam here. It's open. got a crack all the way down. So I hope you guys can see that. So really no need in going any further on this one. I tried to call Train earlier and let's see if see if I could get the parts, because I knew they were probably going to be bad, but their servers are down today for some reason. They're having computer troubles this morning, so we're just going to go ahead and put everything back together, and we're going to do a check of those other two, and we're going to wait on the call back from Train. I just wanted to get this, guys. This is one of these. This is probably the biggest heat exchanger I've ever seen myself in person, and you know, to diagnose. And I thought it was something worthy to put on film, and yeah, I just want to say, you know, I hope you guys enjoy my videos. I know I haven't been putting a lot up, but had some really negative comments on some of my older videos now, and I guess it just comes with the territory of getting more subscribers or whatever. But I tell you, man, you guys can be pretty hard. You know, I like criticism and all that, but man, you guys just write in and just say you suck and crap like that. I mean, you know, that's not helping anything, and I'm probably just going to delete your comment, okay, guy, and maybe block you from the channel. I mean, I hate to do it, but I think Steve Lab's already having a lot of problems with this in the past, and now I guess I'm getting it. But I mean, you guys, man, come on. I'm not smart, okay? Yeah, I'm not the smartest, and I'm not definitely not the brightest on YouTube, but I do think that maybe some of the stuff that I put out does matter and does help some people out there. And you guys let me know if it's not, you know, then I won't put videos up anymore. You know, but I'm pretty sure that there's some guys out there that appreciate what I put out, and you know, at least if they don't learn anything, just enjoy watching it. Sometimes I don't enjoy anything on a video. I just learn a lot, and sometimes I don't learn anything and I just enjoy a video. It just depends on the type and a video it is. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. I just want to say that, hey, I enjoy. Thank you for everyone that puts up a video and freely shares knowledge. Thanks, guys, and hey, we'll see you on the next one.
On your webpage?
I'm gonna record this big ass thing getting loaded on this trailer. Good God, man, look how big that thing is.
Think it's gonna sit down?
Oh yeah.
At an angle like that?
At an angle? Yeah, we'll have to set something on the. You want to set something on the back end, and then you get out from under it, and or what do you think? Your guess is as good as mine now. That thing's massive. So with the heat exchanger, they give you a new blower and all that we ordered. All that comes with a new one.
It didn't list it.
Huh. So we ordered.
Unless that fits
We ordered the draft motor assembly kit.
There's the induced drive right there.
And there's the gas valve. And there's the motor. Yeah, so they included that.
It didn't say list that.
It didn't list it though, did it? But hey, you know what? That's gonna make it better on my end. We'll just take that one back, right? The little one.
I'll check the ticket.
Oh, it's non-returnable.
I'll check the ticket.
But see, they didn't list it though.
They didn't list it.
So it's not like I would be just. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they say.
Let me look at the ticket and stuff.
Look at the size of that compared to the size of my trailer.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
big.
God.
How you getting it on the roof?
Well, here we are. Got it uncrated. We'll take a pretty good look at it here as the boom guy, William, my help here. There she is. I mean, it's as long as my 8-foot trailer. So, I have all the panels off the unit in the top. And that's where she goes. So, about 2 hours to get her out. Let's see how long it takes us to get it back in.
Be a little more careful in the end.
And this thing is bigger than the trailer, dude. Man. Pretty cool. Comes with the inducer draft assembly and the gas valve already plugged, hooked up. So all we got to do is slide this girl into place and we are ready to go. We'll get some more footage, guys, when she's going in. Well, there she is. That big bastard. This is by far the biggest heat exchanger I have ever pulled in my entire life. I hope it's the biggest one I ever pulled. But all in all, we didn't run into anything unexpected, which stopped the job, which is good, as this is the first time I've ever put one this big in a unit this large. So still got some hookup to do. We gotta get our wood off once we get our go back to the office and drop our heat exchanger. We gotta do a couple things here. We still gotta bolt down our legs, which we had to move the whole blower assembly over just an inch or so to miss our flange right here, and we just pushed it over enough to slide this whole thing out. We were gonna pick it up. We had some electrical lines going across and our refrigerant lines for both systems going across, so it was just, and I knew there was no way we were going to pull it out, but I was just thinking, you know, what are we going to run into when we're pulling it straight forward and not up? But you guys, we got her in, and still got to button up my high temperature limit right here. And we have to hook up our gas valve here to our line. And our line here, what I did was, so when this was sliding out, we didn't hit our line, kink our line or anything. I just went ahead and took an oscillating tool, went all the way down with just a straight down cut, and then just gently, did a gentle bend here of the tube, and then now we'll bend this back up. And we're gonna put our tube here that our gas valve mounts to back in. And of course, we haven't ran the heat since we put our new transformer in. If you guys remember back, we put this transformer in. You can see all those wires are replaced and taped up a while back, but you can see we got some burn marks from where the old one burnt around the metal here. But yeah, we got the new one in. We're just gonna double check the wiring on it, make sure everything's good and we got everything right, because this is a non-returnable item. Along with everything, we've put all these parts, the heat exchanger and the step-down transformer that feeds this solely, all this does, step down the voltage and sends voltage to the board through a relay, and on the call the board sends it out to the inducer fan, which turns the inducer fan on, the gas valve on. And so yeah, I'm so out of breath, sorry guys. Got a new belt on it, on our evaporator fan motor. That was an 86 on that one, so she's good. Looks like somebody's done this before. I don't know if they changed the heat exchanger or they just removed the blower, but if you look, you can see a dent right in that coil right there, and you can see that corner right there from the same thing over there. There's a little dent there, right about there. So it looks like somebody's moved the blower at some point in time. I don't know if they replaced the heat exchanger, but a couple other things we had to do, just to be real quick. This flange right here, we had to bend this flange straight, and we got it bent back now. And there was a support at the very back of the heat exchanger inside. You got to crawl down in there and re-support it at the base once you get your new one in. And then there's a support that's across the tubes. We had to change that support to the old one. Apparently the new one they put on was a little shorter than the old one. But yeah, here we are. First time for me. I just wanted to let you guys see it. This one will not be easily forgotten. And this isn't the only one. He's got that unit right there, heat exchanger's bad. That unit right there, heat exchanger's bad. So hopefully, I know I bid the job low enough on this one compared to my competition. Not just to kind of get the job, but to kind of guarantee he probably would go ahead and get the other two. Not to guarantee, but you know, I try and get the best price I can. If I was just doing this one, I'd probably priced it a lot higher. What is my profit margin on this job? Well, that's another video. Alright guys, you guys take it easy. See ya. Alright, day 2. And we are out here on this Voyager. So we have finished up the gas line. We've got our gas line, leak check on our joints on our gas line, and now I've got my AAB hooked up here I've got an app on my phone. It'll let me know when the unit comes on, what the gas pressure. We're natural gas here, not propane. I guess the tip for today would be, make sure you have one of these, guys, when you're working on something. You put it in there, you put your lock in it, and you can't turn the power on. So you make sure you want to have one of these in your bag at all times, and a lock at all times. This is probably one of the most important tools that you can have in your bag. So even if I'm on a job site by myself, I'll still put one on. You don't know when somebody's going to roll up and just decide to flip the switch. So yeah, let's turn the power on and let's go inside here and check the thermostat. Okay, we're off on our thermostat. So we'll just go ahead and move the heat. And the room temp is 68. And we'll go to hold. It's a little step down there. Check it out. Yeah, this place is huge. Well, I hear our inducer running. Alright, you big beast. Alright guys, we got this big one back together here. Heat exchanger in. We set our gas valve pressure. It was set correctly, but we did check it. Incoming out of the regulator at the valve, into the valve we have 11.5, which is okay. As long as we have 7 or more, we're okay, but we could have as much as 14 and it'd be okay. So off our valve into our inducer motor assembly, we have a negative pressure gas on this one. This is a Voyager. The gas system on this one is not 3.5 inches of positive pressure on the water column like a normal gas valve and normal residential units. This particular unit is a negative gas pressure. So when we measured off our valve, the output of our valve on gas pressure, we should have been 0.2, somewhere around there in that range, and we were a little off. We got it right at 0.2, and she's running like a champ. We tightened up the belt on our indoor fan motor. There's a belt assembly on this one. The belt was squealing a little bit, so we tightened it up, but hey, got our gas line back together, pressure tested, no leaks. We we are going to call this one done. And I wish I'd really got some more footage on this one, but on jobs where I'm pressed for time, on jobs where the customers follow me around and ask me a million questions and stuff, and these jobs like here where the units are just so large, and to be honest, this is the first time I've done this on a unit this large, so we just really didn't have time. We could have took the extra time, but we'd had to pay our work, our labor more for more hours, and I was just trying to get as much done as I could as quickly as possible. This is about a day and a half job for me, and I had one helper and a reachable boom forklift. So yeah, hopefully he'll go with heat exchangers on that one and on that one, but I got a good feeling that this one right here is going to provide more than enough heat, even in the coldest of winters here at this building. So I'm not going to hold my breath on these other two, but we made a pretty good profit. It's a pretty good job, and we live to tell another tale. Live another day, because we were safe. We shut our power off, we locked it out on this because we had to get this line out of the way for the whole thing to slide out. So what I did was I cut this here, and then we bent the line down through there. And of course, when we did that, before we did that, we turned off the gas pressure at the big meter at the side of the building. So just in case, when we were using the oscillating tool on the side of that plastic conduit, we didn't go into that gas line there. And if we had, it wouldn't have been a problem. We would have been able to deal with it because we turned the gas pressure off at the main down there. So just safety, 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 guys. My instructor of HVAC, he's dead now, but he was one of the finest men that I've ever met. And he told me a lesson one day. A guy that he taught was out doing some work for a company, and he was a big guy with a gut, and so when he kneeled down by the unit, he reached out and put his hand on the unit, then he kneeled down, and that was all it took, guys. Some people across the street, some ladies that were before they went into work, were smoking some cigarettes, and they said they saw him out there at the unit about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, they came back out there about noon, have another cigarette break to go on lunch, and he was still out there in the same exact position. So somebody went over there and see what was going on, you know. And he had smoke coming out of his ears, and his eyeballs had popped out of his head, and he had holes in his hands and the bottom of his feet, and his shoes were blown off. And he was still sitting there roasting. He'd been roasting for about 4 hours, 5 hours. And there wasn't none left of that boy. And that was what they did. He was working on something like this. It had 480 3-phase on it. And when you're working on 480 3-phase, guys, we don't play around, even for a second. We don't even hesitate. So guys, please be safe out there. If you do nothing else, if you learn nothing else from any of my videos, guys, be as safe as you can be, because your life depends on it. All right.
But go to the down press, they eat the bread of sorrow.